So we're just going to welcome in host of the Turley Talks, Dr. Steve Turley. Good morning, Steve. How are you, sir?
I'm well. It's Trump has to be having a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. I guess the question here, Steve, is why is the left up in arms about this construction? I mean, it's not like they're going to be spending any taxpayer dollar on it. What is the issue here?
Simply put, TDS. 3 letters, Trump derangement syndrome. It's so interesting because Trump is getting to do what he loves best. 2 things. He gets to combine 2 things he loves best. He gets to oversee a construction project, all the while driving the Democrats literally crazy. And that's because I just think the Democrats are inescapably mired in the feckless and futile pursuit of turning their incessant Trump derangement syndrome into a viable political platform. And none other than the editorial board of the Washington Post is admitting this. They published a piece yesterday that said it is patently absurd that tents have to be erected on the South Lawn for state dinners, where guests and dignitaries have to use porta potties.
Yeah.
And that, and numerous officials from the Biden-Obama administration conceded the need for building a building.
And not only that, speaking of Obama, I'm old enough to remember when President Obama tore down the tennis court and spent $400 million of taxpayer money to build a basketball court. I mean, this is just, it's moving from the ridiculous to the sublime.
From the ridiculous to sublime, exactly. There's so much historical precedent for presidents rebuilding the White House. Literally, again, the Washington Post editorial board said that very thing. This isn't a viable political issue. And the irony of it, the ballroom, if you look at the latest polls, particularly Quinnipiac, the irony is that this ballroom is more popular among voters than the Democrats are.
That's incredible. I think we've got Ellis Hennigan in. I want to bring him in. Ellis, I want to get your thoughts. I've got a clip here I'm going to play. This is from 2009 when President Obama tore up the front line of the White House and spent nearly $400 million of my money to build himself a basketball court. Listen to how CNN was gushing all over this.
Sounds like they're building another wing to the White House, but we appreciate you keeping your focus.
You can't even imagine, TJ. It's going to happen for the next 2 years. All of the banging, the jackhammering, the dust, the confusion, the noise of all places to do construction is happening right here, the front lawn of the White House.
It's a 4-year renovation project. Estimated cost, $376 million.
Now, Ellis, you're a reasonable guy. Surely you can admit there's a double standard. If you got a problem with the president tearing down, the East Wing to build a ballroom, surely you've got a problem with a basketball court.
Listen, if you think it's such a great idea to build a Long Island-style wedding factory on the grounds of the White House, why lie about it? Why be so deceptive about it? The president promised that this project of his was not going to touch the East Wing of the White House. It would be nearby, but it wouldn't have any effect on it. Then he brought in the Bobcats with the big iron claws and ripped the thing down without letting anybody know. This isn't his house. This is our house. He lives there rent-free. And you know what? Before he desecrates the place, he ought to let us know and have some consensus about it and not sneak around like some kind of mob-connected New York real estate developer. What's wrong with that?
Steve, I'm going crazy here, but I'm going to let you get the final word. 30 seconds. Please respond to this.
Well, the NCPC, the National Capital Planning Commission, they're the primary planning authority for the federal lands, buildings across the country. They've completely green-lighted this project. They think Trump is following everything he said he would follow and will continue to do so. This is just yet another historic moment in a long chain of White House renovations.
Build, baby, build. Ellis, I appreciate you being here. We're glad we got you in. Ellis Hennigan, Dr. Steve Turley.
He's taking his cues from the Democrats.
All right.
Why lie? Be honest.
Thanks, guys. I got to go. I'm out of time. Appreciate you.
Ridiculous.